What's up, peeps? And in this video, we'll be talking about some of the top growth stocks in 2023. We'll be using three main metrics to gauge these stocks. The first one is return on equity. And what I know what return on equity is, it really just measures how efficient and how profitable a company is at producing a return for its shareholders, hence return on equity. It is calculated by dividing the net income by the shareholders' equity. The second metric that we'll be using is really an unconventional method of reasoning logics, but going further into the video you'll understand. And the last metrics that we'll be using, but by no means is the least, is the CAGR. You know, Gaga?
This is Gaga, this is Gaga, and this one is Gaga. There are four distinct types of Gaga, and you will never see them in the same room at the same time. This one is classified as Gaga. The sound goes up. Gaga, Gaga, Gaga. Original Gaga. This one is classified as Gaga. The sound goes down. Gaga, Gaga. No.
Gaga? I don't know if you guys know that TikTok meme, but okay. And really what that is really just the component annual growth rate of a company, and it really just measures the return that an investment would have to make in order for it to move from the beginning value to the end value. This is assuming that all profits were reinvested over the business at a like stipulated period of time. So it can be a year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years, so on and so forth. Calculation really is just final value over beginning value powered by 1 divided by the time and minus 1, and then say. So of course, ensure you like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and yo, let's begin. In no specific order, the first stock on this list is Regency Petroleum Limited. Alright, so Regency Petroleum Limited is really just a marketing company that distributes petroleum around Jamaica. They have two main products, the LPG, which is cooking gas, and the automotive gas, the one they make at a gas station. The LPG filling plant is in Crawford, St. Elizabeth, and that should give you an idea as to where the company is based. It's based more on the western side of the country, or the countryside, give or take. And knowing this, you know, say, oh, they're predominantly going to be in the west. That's where they really make their money, where they sell diesel, gasoline, petroleum, everything at retail price. However, the aim is, of course, to expand come to the west. They have a CAGR of 52.09%, a return on equity of 14.4%. And the unconventional logics that I mentioned is that Regency Petroleum Limited was incorporated in May 2018, which really light other day, because we don't count COVID. So literally other day. Meaning, say, yo, the company is fairly new and it has a lot of its growth ahead of it. Remember, they're mostly in the rural area, the western side of the country, and they're pushing to come to the eastern side, you know, Kingston, St. Catherine, those places where, you know, you have more traffic, so, you know, more potential market share can be absorbed, hence more money. And they have been on a mission to build out a series of gas stations, as we said, them growth ahead of them. They have the first gas station in Great Charge, that's in Savannah Lamar. Get you that time, Savannah Lamar, yeah. So in Savannah Lamar, and that's just the first one. Another one is being constructed in Paradise Pen, and there's another one that's coming that going to be into Negro under a lease agreement, and that is why they recently came to the market and got $160 million. Well, they got more, but that portion of the money was used to literally construct more gas stations, which in the end will produce more money. Also, recently they had partnered with Just Gas for them to be the exclusive distributor of gas for them into the corporate area, which based on their numbers, they're expecting it to increase their margins by 50%, which is good, seeing that their annual compound rate is 50%. But yeah, so all in all, 1 and 1 and 2 and 2, they're just aiming to just gradually take over the market, and as most of them young, so there's that. Growth stock number 2, Fontana Pharmacy. Fontana Pharmacy is really just a chain of pharmacies that sell a lot of stuff from pharmaceuticals, over-the-counter drugs, prescription drugs, electrical stuff, beauty supplies, everything. They have several locations and they do offer online shopping and delivery services as well. And of course, seen as a pharmacy, they're going to offer a wide range of health related services like vaccination, blood sugar tests, all of that tests, I don't know, check up, diabetes checks, and just a lot of stuff. Things they expect a pharmacy would have, they would have it and more. It's like a big pharmacy smash up with a appliance store, smash up with like convenience store, smash up with like yeah. And I just want one of them big holistic supermarket. That's how I like picture Fontana for the most part. Yeah. And one of the cool stuff with Fontana is that they do have a loyalty program where you can get like cash back. Similar to Price Mart, you can get back cash back whenever you do purchases. So at the end of the day, as customers, you kind of get a little something back for yourself, which attract more customers for them because people like freeness, or at least even the perception of freeness. So yeah. And in October 2019, right at the front of COVID, like they build out their biggest branch that's in Waterloo, Kingston, which is cool. They have a CAGR of 12.04, a return on equity of 21.5, and the unconventional logic is that in July of 2021 they had made some statement about them moving to Portmore to build out a new branch in Brayton Parkway, which would make that their 7th store. Cause I went to Sovereign the other day and it was like Portmore Pines way. When I went to Sovereign the other day and like I saw it, or at least I saw this construction. So little by little they're doing this stuff. And I think Portmore is like one of them good places there because it's dense populated. And a lot of companies are coming to Portmore, offer services and so on. They'll benefit from more foot traffic and so on and so forth. Plus, if they were supposed to be a second capital of Jamaica, I'd probably put more. So, yeah. The third growth stock is Everything Fresh. Everything Fresh essentially is a food production company, which probably a lot of persons don't even know, but they do produce a lot of stuff from bread to meat, both seafood, red meat, so forth. They have yogurt, they have healthy style stuff, among other stuff. They have wraps. Funny enough, a video that's coming ended up using that company, but we'll leave that for later. So of course, they have a retail store. They also distribute their products, but they also have an online store where you can buy their stuff. And it's quality. I've tried it. I've tried some of the stuff. It's quality. So it's just that they're not like out there. It's not a popular name, but it's a really good company that is growing in supermarkets. And unconventional logics that I'm going to use is that the products do taste good. I will not negate that. And what they have been doing is improving their technologies and their efficiencies. Hence the the website and online stuff. Plus, they've recently gone to the United States of America and Canada, which means it's a wide demographic for them, to can sell their products too. So, yeah. Alright, the fourth on this list is Tropical Battery. As in the name, Tropical Battery is literally just a battery manufacturer that is domiciled in Jamaica. So they manufacture and distribute battery in and around Jamaica. Long and short. So not just car battery like everybody might know, bus, truck, marine, corporate battery cells, and big batteries for like industrial use. They have several locations across the island. At this point, every company does have an online base or online presence, and yeah, they you can buy the battery as is, or them can install it for you. So yeah, it's just a big, and you're supposed to know Tropical Battery. So yeah. The company has a CAGR of 12.3%, a return on equity of 8.93, and basically the unconventional logic is that they have been going into the renewable energy or renewable batteries basically, and that is for EVs. As you probably notice a lot of EVs in Jamaica now, electric vehicles and so on, and they have been pushing that. Not only that, they have been pushing solar panels and inverters as well, and God out here giving tax levies and a lot of benefits to push the whole electrical vehicle movement. So and it's going to only be sure after a while they're going to start seeing more hybrids and more EV, which means more batteries for them, more power cells and more cell, and so on and so forth and so on. The fifth stock on this list is Cargo Handler Limited. There's two things I like about this company, but tell you what it is. Essentially, Cargo Handler Limited, I did a video on this already, so you can go check that out. But essentially, in a nutshell, Cargo Handler Limited is just handling cargoes. So they really do like logistics and shipping services, basically, and they are in Montego Bay. And their services include bulk break, cargo handling, cargo storage, freight forward, custom service, and ground transportation. The company has a CAGR of 18.56 and a return on equity of 17.12. One thing about company is that this company has a lot of reserves to the point where they don't even need to have debt. They have a lot of reserve. But one most noticeable, which is facilitating the growth factor, is they made acquisition in a company, a cement company called Buying House Cement Company Limited. So essentially they bought $100 million worth at a company back in 2020, and each year that company has been killing it. One, you notice Carib Cement always say that they can have a supply the demand in Jamaica alone. So my guy came to play. So now they have about 10% of the market share in Jamaica, and they have been growing exponentially. Because if I'm going to share the financials essentially, and you'll see that they have been just growing and growing and growing and growing. And if your competitor can't pick up the offering and you can, then more money for you. So that will really trickle down back to the shareholders. Yeah, and them already have enough reserves and we're both dead. And then some of their growth. And last but not least, first thing first, I'm organist to this company. But yeah. So last but not least is JMMB. Right now JMMB's stock price is taking a hit. See me? But anyways, JMMB is a financial provider. They offer banking services. So typically anything that banks offer, they offer because they are a bank as well. But they also are investment house. So they also offer investment services. So loans, and they allow you to buy stocks, or you can buy stocks on your behalf, and them have different funds where you can invest the money in, and so on and so forth. And they provide these services to a ton of different industries: tourism, insurance, banking, manufacturing, distributor, retail, so on and so forth. The company has a CAGR of 11.27 and a return on equity of 11.54. The unconventional logics that I did for JMMB was, well, one, they have expanded not only in Jamaica, but they've gone into Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados. There is that. In addition to expanding into the Dominican Republic. Two, one of JMMB issues was that there's not a lot of branches for JMMB. There are a few. New Kingston, Portmore, and them head office. So they are probably have one and two more. But they're building out more locations. One that I saw was one in Ligani. Yeah, when I was going to school in Ligani, right here, so I think right beside Sovereign there. So yeah, there is that. So more branches equal more persons I see, more ATMs to get access to, because JMMB cards, them bougie them way there. But yeah, what I think is a growth factor for JMMB, and it's going to take a little while, but it will be there, is that I think over the years JMMB has continuously been investing in their online platform, making it better, making it much more efficient, to the point where you can literally buy stocks in like literally under 30 seconds. So yeah, they've been incrementally doing that, and making things convenient for young persons now is the holy grail. And then after that, loyalty stems in. So we as brokers, when we're at school or just turn 18 and we invest, I always use JMMB or whatever. When we start work, it is always to put money, because one, we know say it's a good product. I also know say, our money is safe there. So you see me? One of the very few companies we're in the area really for the employees borrowing money. So yeah. And just to show you, and it's not even that serious, is that most times whenever IPOs come out, if other brokers not in it, it's fine. But normally whenever it's like JMMB, not a broker, are not a selling agent at that time, problem. So yeah, so I'm thinking. And lastly, JMMB is protected by SSL, or the map SSL protection, and not SSL, which really stands for Secure Socket Layer. So yeah, which essentially is a kind of encryption which kind of prevents you from being hacked and so on and so forth. So yeah. And well, yeah, that is really it. I do have honorable mention though. Now is that you're going to talk about it, but Trans Jamaica Highway is a good possibly growth stock. I know I already spoke about it as a main stable stock. Is also a potential growth stock because they have been completing phase after phase. One, they have bought out JIO, so we will start seeing the impact of that down on the bottom line, where all that money will be coming to them. They've also taken up the first right to refusal for the new phase of the toll road, so there is that, and that part of the toll road would link Kingston to the south coast, which everybody always go outside. So yeah. And just among other stuff, been increasing their efficiency, and towards one of them things there, well, yeah, we want to cross the road, you gotta pay fees. So yeah, they do have a CAGR of 12.73 and a return on equity of 11.08%. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, as always, love you guys. Catch you in the next video.